Good morning, I'm Barbara, and welcome to Barbara's Bulletin. The situation remains tense, with both sides engaged in a delicate dance of diplomacy and military action. To bring you up to speed, the conflict centers around control of the Strait of Hormuz, a vital waterway through which much of the world's oil passes. Iran has been imposing restrictions on shipping in the strait, leading to soaring oil prices and widespread discontent among Americans. According to reports, the Trump administration has been pursuing a dual-track approach, combining military strikes with diplomatic efforts to negotiate a resolution. The president himself has stated that while he is open to talks, he is also willing to escalate military action if necessary. Now, I want to emphasize that this is a complex and multifaceted issue, with many different players and interests at stake. It's essential to approach the situation with nuance and understanding, recognizing that there are no easy answers or quick fixes. We've seen reports of Republican lawmakers expressing concern about the potential impact of the conflict on the upcoming elections, but President Trump has insisted that he's not rushing to resolve the situation simply to score political points. Instead, he says, his focus is on doing what is right for the country, even if that takes time. As we navigate this challenging and rapidly evolving story, it's crucial to stay informed and up to date on the latest developments. We'll continue to bring you balanced and unbiased reporting, seeking out diverse perspectives and insights from experts and officials on all sides of the issue. For now, it's clear that the situation in the Strait of Hormuz remains a major flashpoint, with significant implications for global stability and economic security. We'll be keeping a close eye on events as they unfold and bringing you regular updates and analysis. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're diving into the complex and ever-evolving world of international relations as tensions between the United States and Iran continue to unfold. According to recent reports, President Trump has decided to pause the U.S. bombing campaign against Iran, following advice from his top military brass that the operation had reached its limits. This decision comes after a 2-week campaign aimed at breaking Iran's grip on the strategic Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. official stated that military commanders had advised the president that they were running out of targets, and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, expressed concern over the depletion of air defense weapons used to protect U.S. bases in the region. This pause in bombing has sent oil prices tumbling, with Brent crude falling by around 7.8% to just under $90 a barrel. However, Iran has signaled that it will not back down, with its foreign ministry spokesperson, Esmail Baghai, stating that Tehran had not asked to resume peace talks with the United States. In fact, Iranian state media reported that 6 ships attempting to cross the strait without permission were turned back, with one vessel involved in an accident. This development highlights the ongoing dispute over shipping routes and Iran's assertion of control over the strait. The situation remains precarious, with Washington and Tehran still at odds over the interpretation of their June agreement on a framework for talks. The U.S. insists that Iran must allow free travel through the strait, while Iran claims the agreement grants it authority to supervise transit. As the diplomatic dance continues, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is set to meet with President Trump in Washington, potentially adding another layer to the complex geopolitical landscape. The world watches as these events unfold, and one thing is clear: the road to resolving this conflict will be long and challenging. As we continue to monitor the situation, we'll bring you updates and analysis to help you stay informed. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, let's take a look at the latest developments in international news. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet with British Prime Minister Andy Burnham at a naval base in England, marking the first visit by a foreign leader since Burnham took office. The meeting aims to signal the UK's unwavering support for Ukraine amidst ongoing conflict with Russia. During their meeting, Zelensky and Burnham will discuss strengthening warfighting capabilities and countermine measures in the Black Sea. The UK has also announced plans to share its Stonecloak electronic warfare system with Ukraine, which can block drones from being detected. This move is expected to bolster Ukraine's defense against Russian aerial attacks. Meanwhile, Russia has ramped up its own aerial campaign, launching a series of drone attacks on Ukrainian cities. The Ukrainian Air Force reported intercepting or jamming 123 out of 147 long-range strike drones launched by Russia overnight. The conflict has resulted in civilian casualties and damage to infrastructure, with 1 person killed and 2 injured in the city of Zaporizhia. In a related development, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi condemned Ukraine's strike on an Iranian vessel in the Caspian Sea, which killed a sailor. Araghchi denounced the attack as a blatant UN Charter violation and warned that it can't go unanswered. The meeting between Zelensky and Burnham underscores the ongoing international efforts to support Ukraine and address the complexities of the conflict. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay engaged.